Hey guys, Alex here. In this video, I want to talk a little about WordPress custom meta, and we are going to be using new WordPress 6.7 block bindings, and also custom post types. So basically, the idea of this video is just to show what's possible with WordPress, how to display dynamic content with custom meta. So we'll talk about this custom meta, and I'll show you also how you can achieve this in multiple ways. So using code, for example, and then in the second part I'll show you how to use plugin to achieve the same effect. So here's the quick demo. So you see these properties. So let's say you have a like real estate website with some properties. Here I have designed some basic like simple cards here, and each card, as you can see, has image, right? Featured image, title, price, bedrooms, square feet, and location also. So we can achieve this with WordPress, and we'll be using custom post type for that. So in this case, it's a property custom post type. So in your admin, in your dashboard, you should see this custom post type appearing here. So you can add your posts here, and in your editor, right? We are using full site editor here, full site editing theme. You will be able to add this custom post type here as a query, right? And then output some custom meta that we set here. And as you can see here, I'm using this new attributes interface, which is really cool. It was introduced in WordPress 6.7. And it allows you to basically bind this custom meta visually, right, without any code. And I'll show you how to do that. So, but first thing first, how to add custom post type. So in this case, I'm using a simple code here. I'll add a link to my to a GitHub code under this video, so you can check it. So it's pretty generic code. You can also use custom post type generators, right? So just search for custom post type generator, and you easily can generate this code just using this simple interface here. So the most important part here, right? Back to the code. These are just labels. Here you can add anything you want, like any name. So in our case, it's properties, so I want to use a properties custom post type. So these are just names, just what will appear in your dashboard, right? So with what you see, let me just show you this one, properties here. So you add them here, and this is where you define the arguments, right, that you're going to pass to this function here. So the function register post type. Here we enter the slug of our custom post type. In this case, it's a property. And then we pass these arguments defined here. So here we also have label and description, and then we pass these labels from here. So these are just basically just text, right? So the most important parts, here we have supports, right? So here we need to set title, thumbnail, editor, and custom fields. This actually is optional, I think, but the thumbnail and title is important if you want to attach your like featured image, right? Like this. So that's why you need thumbnail. And then taxonomies, we'll maybe skip it for now. It's not so important. The important part is this. We want to, this of course needs to be public. We want to set show in rest to be true, right? That's very important, because without this, it's not going to work, all of this. And then So this code right here is basically registers this custom post type here. So you should see this in your admin, and then so you can basically add new properties here, like this, like add new item. So here I added my first property, this avenue apartment. So this is pretty basic, right? Just a custom post type. This can be achieved with plugins also, but in this tutorial I just want to show you how to do this with code first. And then we have meta here, right? I'm registering two fields in this example. So we have price and bedrooms, right? And this will appear, I'll show you next. It should appear here in your attributes. So we'll talk about this later. First, let's check code, right? So first we set our custom post type here. So it should match with our slug, right? And then give it some, like a name, right? So in this case, price or bedrooms. So, and then this one is label here. This will appear also in your editor right here. So that's the purpose of this label here. Also very important, this should be true. So show in rest must be set true. And I think single is also needs to be true, and type must be string. And the last is sanitize callback. This is basically for sanitization. So if you want some specific thing, maybe you should adjust it. But in this case, this should be enough. And then all this code, right? All this register in post type, register meta. We pass all of this. We use our init hook, and then just pass it as a callback function here into this. This is our function here, properties custom post type, and then we just pass it here. And then all of this basically registers properties and two custom meta fields for this. And how we can use these custom meta fields right now. So I'll switch back to my front page, right, to my editor here. So first, we have a query block here, right? And when we create a query block, when we add it to our page, we have this query type here. So if we choose default, that would be like all default settings. So we want custom in this case. And here we just pick our property, custom post type property, right? This is the post type that we created here. So this is our property custom post type. And so this query will basically display our properties, right? By the way, you can disregard, these are just static here. My goal is just basically convert this into dynamic things. And this is the example, our first card is dynamic here. So you can just disregard this two here. So when we pick our property post type, next we can pick how many items to show. In this case, I have only one item. So, but you can set it here. If you have many, you can set it like to 3 here, and it will only display like 3 columns, right? Like that. And that is our query block. Then next we have this post template. This is by default when you create query, it should be inside. And here we have dynamic things like our featured image and then our title. And this next, this piece here is our custom meta. So when we create right now any, for example, paragraph, right? We can create a paragraph. We can just type anything here. You see in WordPress 6.7 we have this new panel here, attributes. So we can click plus and then we can choose content here. And what it does is basically it allows you to bind your content, right? And here you can basically just read it that it connects custom fields or other dynamic data. And that's what it does. So we have dynamic data, right? We have this this price and bedrooms, right, that we create this custom post meta, and that's what will appear here, right? So very important, right, that you should create it this way. So it should be like showing res to be true. Later I can show you how to achieve the same with advanced custom fields. It's a bit different, right? But to make this work here, that's how we need to create our custom meta. And it appears here, as you can see. So, and if I choose price, for example, right, it will just show me this 1000 right here, and where this 1000 is coming from. So if we edit this post here, right, if we edit it here, as you can see, we have this. I also added basically here my price, right? So for example, if I create new paragraph, you can see that it will just appear here. I can choose content, and then from here I can pick price, and here I can type whatever I want. So let's say that my price is like, I don't know, like 500,000, right? And then I can save it, and this is what saves this custom meta right now in this post. The other way to edit this is using custom fields. It's a little bit old school, but you can also do it, I think. Let's try to check. You go in preferences, click custom fields. I think that it's in new versions of WordPress, it's probably all of this should be a little bit more intuitive and more native, but for now we have to use this this outdated things here. So but basically this is where you can also edit your fields, right? So as you can see here, we have our price. This, by the way, is my old meta. I will delete. Here we have it set to 500. And then if I refresh my editor here, my front page. Actually, let's try to refresh also here in the front, on the front end, and let's see if it's changes. So yeah, as you can see, it became 500. So you may ask that what is so special, right? What's the purpose of this? It's just basically just a number, right, showing nothing special. So the benefit of using it is that our data right now stored in these custom meta fields, right? And what it allows us is that, for example, we can create some advanced things, like, for example, first of all, we can display this data easily on the front end, right? So let's say that, let's just try to make a simple example, right? So let's say that I want to add another property right now. So let's just click Add New, and then I'm gonna add this South House. So just copy this, and we are gonna create a new property basically, and you'll see what's the benefit of that. So first of all, we'll just add name, right? South, is that modern South House? Just enter name, and then we can set any featured image here. So let's just choose this project here. A little bit sluggish. Okay, next. And then so if I want to give this property a price, right, I basically can go here, choose price, and give it 200,000, right, and then publish, hit publish. And then after it's published, I can try to refresh my front page, right? And as you can see, okay, it's not yet updated, I think. Let's see, it's still saving. Okay, as you can see, we got our new property right now. with this price. So we'll just fix this format real quick. So let's try to fix it. We want to make this into like to stretch here. So basically I'm just gonna just delete this, and let's pick our property. Okay, we choose 2, right? And then so we have 2 properties showing up right now. And then what we can do, actually I forgot, I think we need to put it in columns, right? Let me see. So let's add columns, right? Let's make 50-50. And in the first column, I think we should do like this. Actually, yeah, I just forgot a little bit how to make these columns. So, but the idea is basically, yeah, we can just make columns, right? So the most important, right, is that we have price right now dynamically set like this. So we can easily like create new properties, add different price. We can also add another meta like rooms and other stuff, and then update it from this post, and then it will just display in our front end. And then if we want to improve that, right, we can make it more advanced. We can create like something like a filter, right, where the user can, for example, choose price. And for example, they want to pick like price 100K, and it will show them properties. It will update and show properties only 100K. So the way that it can be achieved is using what it calls meta query, right, in WordPress. So we can use this. And I have this idea to create also tutorial about this, and we'll try to build this custom filter with this meta query. So basically it will be a little bit more complex, where you can basically create a custom block that will query these properties, right? And then it can also query meta. So that's where the power comes in, right? That's the power of this meta, is that we can then filter properties by price, maybe how many bedrooms, for example. We can choose 2 bedrooms, and then it will filter and show us properties only with 2 bedrooms. This can be achieved, by the way, using Elementor. There are easy ways how you achieve that, but I just want to show how it's done with native, right, with Gutenberg and full site editing and maybe some React. So to make it like really tiny and fast and optimized. So this is the idea for the next tutorial. So let's just try to summarize, right? So we have a custom post type here in our code. We create custom post type on our init hook. We pass this function, then this is where we create custom post type. This is our labels here, and here the most important is showing rest to be true. And I think that this also has to be true, but this might be actually the default, actually can be also true. I'm not sure about this, but public definitely needs to be true. And then in supports, we need also to pass this thumbnails editor and optionally custom field. And then we register this custom post type, we give it this property slug, and then we have this meta, and we attach it to this basically property. So this first argument is where we basically pass what post will have this meta, right? And here it's also very important, shown rest also must be set to true. This will make these fields appear here in your editor. When we click, we should see them in attributes, and here this is, by the way, how we can select them. So if I want to add bedrooms right now, right, all I need to do right now is just let's create like a new paragraph, right? Let's create a paragraph bedrooms. Let's move it here. Yeah, okay, here. And then what we can do is we can, let's just create another paragraph, right? And then attach our dynamic meta into this paragraph. So I click attributes, content, and from here I choose bedrooms, right? And because I did not set bedrooms in this case here, so it's not gonna show here. So we can like add it here, but we'll try to add it here. So let's try to add these bedrooms right here. Okay, so we'll just add these bedrooms here. So here I'm not gonna enter anything. So as you can see that this property here, avenue, has already 3 bedrooms, right? Because we basically, when I add this post, right, I added already my bedrooms here. So let's just open this. And this Modern South, we did not add any bedrooms. So if I want, I can add them here, right? Okay, let's go back. So here, as you can see, we have bedrooms set to 3, right? That's why we see 3 here. So that's our custom meta attached to this. And here this property doesn't have bedrooms, so we can basically we can just add them here. Like we can add 1 and then save. So I can also edit this meta from here, from what I understand, right? So I don't have to go actually in post and edit. I can just update it. I can just update it from here. So that's another bonus, right? That we can just update it here. So just try to refresh our front end, and we should see our bedrooms. Still saving. Okay, so here we now have bedrooms 1, bedrooms 3. So that's how you can achieve this with code, right? And with these new features of WordPress 6.7, it's just visually attaching here. That's really nice enhancement. So in the next video, I'll show you how to achieve the same with plugin. So almost without using any code, right? We will not be adding all of this. We'll just use a plugin for that. And then we'll try to, I'll try to think about also how can we enhance it even more, add in filter, right? Where user can actually choose, like pick price, for example, or bedrooms, or how many square feet, and it will filter all of this. So that is where it becomes a little bit more complex already, right, and advanced. So it will require coding custom block for that, and then maybe we'll have like pagination, load more, stuff like that. So I'll think about it. Let me know in the comments if you want to see this, how we can code all of this. So this basically allows WordPress to act like a web application, right, with dynamic features like dynamic interface. So that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.